you had a baby a year ago,
Mm-hmm.
and you're not with this guy anymore.
No, but there's a situation. So we live together, but we're not together. But we've lived together and we
Oh,
haven't been together for some time.
oh yes.
Okay.
I won't date guys that are chubby because I'm chubby.
What's up, YouTube? Point Man Podcast back with another video. Give me the HBO special. That's a Help Brother Out special. Hit the like and the subscribe button for more content. Let's get right to the video.
Right, look at you. You look like you ready. I like that. What's your name, baby?
I'm Deb. How are you?
Good. What's your name?
Deborah, but you can call me Deb. D-E-B.
Deb, where you calling us from?
From Florida.
Florida in the
Oh,
building.
it's some
How old
crazy
are you?
people in Florida.
I'm 29. I'm about to be 30 in a week.
A lot of crazy
Happy
people in
birthday
Florida.
on the way.
Thank you.
So you're a Libra.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, this is Deb, Florida, 29, is a Libra. What do you do for a living, boo?
I'm a digital entrepreneur. And I'm a brand building coach. So I help people build their brand. I also show people different sources of income through their phones, their computers, their tablets. And
I ain't gonna knock the hustle though. Get your money, but
I
that's
love
Forex.
it. Okay, you have any kids?
I have 2 daughters. I have a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old.
Same dad?
Yes.
Okay, was you once married?
No, our
man.
first daughter, we had 3 months into us talking. And the second daughter I had with him, we weren't even together. We just were still messing around a month in because I wanted another kid, but I didn't want another kid father. So I was like, we need to have another baby now. And thank you, everyone. I don't know. I'm going to take these comments off because I'm distracted. But yeah, but it was not.
Do you want the comments off?
No, it's okay.
Okay. All right. So you had a baby a year ago.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not with this guy anymore.
No, but there's a situation. So we live together, but we're not together. But we've lived together and we haven't been together for some time.
Oh yes.
Okay.
It's over with. This is a done deal. This is why women in 2021 are losing. This is why women are losing. It's not because you have standards. You should have standards. You should require certain things from a man in order for him to have access to your womb. It's not because women have standards. It's because you only have standards for men that you don't find physically attractive. You have no standards for the men that you find physically attractive. And I'm really interested, and I hope she goes into detail about what this man had to offer her for him to not have to give her any commitment, but still have access to having children by her. What did this man have to offer for you to do? And now you're in the dating marketplace after having a child a year ago with the dude that you're still living with. You're in the dating marketplace trying to get some guy to now take care of that responsibility. And how is this not seen as wrong? Now you want a commitment, but you didn't require that from the guy that you had 2 kids with. If you're gonna have standards, have it all the way around. And I know there was a podcast episode where Jordan Peterson was talking about this. He was talking about women having more to lose during pregnancy, and that's why they have higher standards and they're very selective about the men that they choose. And I'm saying, we pretty much say in the red pill community, make sure you have a commitment before you have children. We want you to have standards. But part of that standard should be make sure he at least has some kind of legal commitment to you. Because if not, you end up in a situation where you're living with a dude, you had 2 kids with him, and you want to go and try to find another guy. But you've had 2 kids, and it's going to be a lot harder.
Okay, so this story about the baby a year ago. So it was by your child's father you already had your 4-year-old child with, but you knew you guys weren't going to be together.
Mm-hmm.
That's crazy.
So that's a lot, honey. That's a lot. But I mean, at least we got one baby daddy, I guess, right? But a new guy has to be willing to date you with a 1-year-old.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so let's get into it. This is Deb in Florida, 29. She's a Libra. She'll be 30 next week. She's a digital entrepreneur, 2 children. Okay, so what kind of guy are you looking for?
I'm looking for someone that has their own business, has their own thing going on, and all of that. Someone that isn't insecure and thinks that I'm still messing with him or anything like that. We are just literally the best co-parents. I think we became friends after the breakup, during the breakup, because I was pregnant. So my entire pregnancy we spent working on our friendship and our co-parenting. and it just works because we help each other with raising them and doing everything. He goes on dates, he does his thing. I haven't dated anyone in 2 years.
Oh
So
my
we
gosh.
broke up November of 2019. So
When
yeah,
was the
just
last?
And this is exactly what I'm talking about. Now the standards come in. Now when you want a commitment, your standards come in. Why didn't you have those standards before you had children? Does that make sense? Is that cruel? Is that bad to say? Like I'm trying to. Why didn't you have those standards? So you want a man to have a business, and while he's away for a week at a time because he's handling business, you want him to be secure in himself to know that you're not sucking off the guy that you had 2 children with and you're living with. Like, let's be reasonable people here. I hope that if there are ladies listening to this, y'all are reasonable about this too. Is that a reasonable suggestion? I want a man that before the guy I had before, he had nothing. But now that I have 2 kids, I want a man that has things and wants to commit to me. Not only that, but he has to deal with the fact that I'm still living with the father of my kids. Men aren't stupid all the time, right? We know innately that if you allowed a man to get you pregnant twice, that you've seen something in him. Now, whether that worked out or not, whatever. But you've seen something in him at some point, and those connections still last. So for you to say, oh, he just has to be secure and just know that we're good co-parents, that's why I'm still living with him, ain't no man trying to hear that.
Last time you two were intimate?
months ago, like maybe like 8-9 months ago.
So that's not 2 years ago.
No, but
you had, so after you had the baby, you guys have been intimate since?
Yeah, like twice or 3 times.
Twice or 3 times. Have you? You haven't dated anybody outside of him?
Mm-mm.
So you haven't had sex with anybody since him?
No.
So that's good, but if I was a guy, I would be concerned because you're still kind of attached to this guy.
Yeah, facts. Thank you, Kendra.
You don't think so?
Go and talk to her.
No, because it's just I think my fear is more. I have 2 daughters, so
Okay.
I'm not gonna bring just any man. Like if you go on my
That's
profile,
good.
I have a lot of men that reach out to me on a regular basis. It's just my fear is I have 2 girls, so my biggest requirement is they have to be a dad, a girl dad, because I'm not gonna date a guy with 2 with boys just because I don't want to have like I don't know. I've been through a lot of shit with men, so I just don't want to bring. But I want to be with start something with someone because I don't want to be single forever. I'm about to be 30. I want to.
I get that. Have you completely closed off that chapter of intimacy with your child's father?
Yeah.
Okay. So that's a wrap for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I understand your concern as a mom, as you should be. You have daughters. Well, even if you have boys, you don't want to just bring anybody around your kids. So that makes sense. And your kids are young, 1 and 4. So you want a guy that already has kids.
Right.
Do you want any more kids?
If I get married.
Do you want to get married?
Oh my
I
gosh.
do.
You want to get married. Does the guy have to be in Florida?
No.
Like, if you're such good co-parents with your friend, right? Your ex-guy, the baby daddy. If you're such good co-parents with him and everything works out so well and y'all are the best of friends and it's nothing more than just friendship, why don't y'all just be in a relationship? Y'all have 2 children together. Y'all have a little skin in the game. Why don't y'all just be with each other? Why would you then want to go and try to be a burden to somebody or try to get involved with some new guy if you know it's going to put your kids at risk of all these things that you're afraid of? Why don't you just try to make it work out with your best friend? That makes no sense to me. Just keep your family. You already have a family. You're literally in a family setting. You're living with the guy and you have 2 children together. Y'all are a family. Just be together. I don't get that.
You're willing to travel. What's the age range you want to date?
31 to 40.
Okay. Let's go over your requirements. So what are your requirements now?
Has to be a dad, a girl dad. Has to be, I'm 5'3", so has to be over 5'6".
Oh, that's actually pretty fair. It's not bad.
And I'm not racist, but he can't be white. And
what's your ethnicity?
I'm Hispanic and Black.
Okay, so you want somebody Hispanic and Black, or either or?
Either or.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And that's really it. Oh, and has to have nice teeth.
That's
Because
that
if
nice
not,
teeth.
they just keep looking at their teeth. Like I keep looking at your teeth because they're so nice. So
thank
I love teeth. So kind of that's it.
Okay. Any deal breakers? Now, things that you won't date.
Um, I won't date guys that are chubby because I'm chubby. So I can't.
Girl.
It's the
Oh my
friction for me. I
goodness.
can't do it. We're both
Yeah,
gonna get
but how are you gonna
sweaty.
require? Okay,
I
good.
need
Continue. Continue.
I need a thin, tall guy. Well, tallish guy, taller than me, but thin.
Debbie, no.
So you have no standard for the man that got you pregnant, and you have no standards for yourself in terms of keeping yourself in shape. And this is what if there was a guy that was short, he was broke, and he was fat, we would be like, off the rip, you don't stand a chance. You're going to have a hard time. Get your weight down, get your money up. That's what we would tell him, right? So in this same situation, we have a woman that has 2 children, overweight, potentially obese. I don't know. I can't see her full body, but demanding her man to be skinny. What makes you think you deserve a man that's skinny? And this is why I talk about entitlement. Being entitled means you feel like you deserve something that you haven't earned. If you haven't even made it so that you're trying to be health conscious amongst yourself, what makes you feel like you deserve a man that is health conscious? That's called entitlement. You haven't even set that standard for yourself. Stop having those unreasonable standards for men that you may potentially have in your life if you don't carry that standard for yourself. That's crazy to me.
No. Okay, Debbie. Because if you were a guy, and actually I have had guys that have been up here that have been chubby, that have said, I want a thin girl. So you can require, right? You have the right to your preference. But you should be what you desire. So if you want a thin guy, do you plan on losing some weight?
I am in the process of losing weight. I go to a boot camp.
Okay.
So
Okay.
I feel
good for her.
I'm working on myself like 100%. So like
That's
even
good.
if like he is chubby and he's working on it, we meet at the gym, I'm not gonna be like, no, because you're working on it.
That's fair.
So it's not. So yeah,
Okay.
That's fair.
it can't be someone that's just home eating all day because I want better for me. So
Right.
I don't want if
Okay.
you're not working on you.
I get that.
you.
That's
Okay.
fair.
So what are some other deal breakers for you?
Has to have a job or like have his business because I have a business. And it has to be secure because I'm on social media posting videos and pictures and I do all this stuff on social media. This is my job. So you have to be okay with me posting sexy pictures and be okay with me going on live every day and have to be okay with the people that reach out to me through my business and all that.
Okay. So you already said you want him to have kids. You want him to be a girl
Sketchy,
dad.
but okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you gave me the age range 31 to 40. You told us your last dating situation with your child's father. So I gotta admit, if I was a guy, I would be a little concerned. A baby you just had with him, he was still the last guy you was with. But I mean, you said you're ready and open for love. So a person has to be willing to accept that with you. Why would a guy be lucky to be with you, Debbie?
Because I'm so loving and
Okay.
I'm driven and I've never needed a man to take care of me. I've always taken care of myself.
Okay.
So I would just be more of your piece, not someone that's not going to be that. I want to be your friend. I want to be able to help you build and not take away. And yeah.
Okay, real quick. They're telling me in the
Not
comments,
bad.
you still live with your child's father?
Yeah.
Girl, bye.
Well,
You still live with your child's father?
Well, I don't sleep with him. He has
I
his.
don't give girl him now. Look, now, Debbie.
That was
I
what I
was trying. I totally missed that part. So you
I was
wanted
about
me
to say.
Yeah.
to come and date you
Yeah.
as you are living with your child's father? What man in their right mind gonna do that, Debbie?
We're not staying living together forever. The thing is, right now,
Therapy. Okay, therapy. You're gonna have to do that because if you do not see how that's crazy, think about this. You are living with your child's father. He dates other women. That's cool. But you want a decent man, not a man that's gonna treat you like shit, right? So
Right.
why would it? Let's just say a decent man. He a doctor. He a lawyer. He got his life together.
Mhm.
Gonna want to come into now. First of all, you already have the 1-year-old, so I was trying to get past that.
Right.
Then you admitted your last sexual relationship was your child's father. I was still kind of slightly getting past that, but there ain't no way in hell we're gonna get past the fact that you still live with your child's father and you want to meet a new man. you're going to have to figure out separating your life from him if you don't want a life with him. Because it seems like right now, he got the best of both worlds. He lives with you, got his kids. He's able to date other people. So y'all been living together for the last 8-9 months, and he's been bringing other women to the house?
No.
Yes. Yeah, I like that. Now we talking, Kendra. Now we look. This is Kendra Samuels. After she done went on the Kevin Samuels show and had her little humble pie, she done took some lessons. And I'm gonna be completely honest. She understands now, right? She gets it now. She's trying to be on the fence and trying to be a little bit more passive. But this is pretty much the Kevin Samuels show 2.0 with a woman host. That's gonna be a little bit easier for other women to understand. And I am all for it. Thank you, Kendra. Holding her accountable and telling her that whatever she think that this is, it ain't it. This is absolutely ridiculous. But, you know, there is a simp for everybody. There's a simp for everybody. So, you know, fortunately enough for women, they have simps. So there's always some guy, and I don't know what he's going to look like. Generally speaking, these women don't actually like these guys. But they'll tolerate them as long as they're willing to pay these women's bills. So there's always a simp for everybody. Let's keep going.
No, he's never brought anyone to the house. He goes out and does this thing. We don't fight. We don't anything. We're like really good friends. That's it.
I don't know how I missed that. There's no way. I can't present you. I'm sorry. I love you. I think you're sweet.
Keep it a
but
buck.
You got to get some things together. Ain't no man that... There's a man that would date you, but probably not the type of guy that you want.
Facts. He's going to be a simp. You don't want no simp.
A quality guy's not going to sign up for that. You have to get some things. Debbie got to get some things together. I'm not a therapist. Don't have no doctorate in that stuff. I think you should maybe talk to one and get some things of your life in order. But you still live with your child's father, and you want a guy to date you as you're living with your child's father.
But we're not doing anything.
So why can't you live by yourself?
This is my place. But the thing is, right now, he went and fell on hard times. So I bought the place. And then I was like, you can stay until you get on your feet. When you get on your feet, you're going to go. He has no intentions on staying here. He's maybe 3 or 4 months. It hasn't been the full 8 months. It hasn't been the full, year. So it's not like we've been living together this entire time for 2 years that we weren't together. It's just been a few months. That's why I'm like, we're cool. So of course I'm going to give him a room if he doesn't have a place to stay.
Okay, so let me just ask you this. Let's just do a mirror. If you met a guy that had a 1-year-old and a 4-year-old, his child's mother lives with him, would you date him?
No.
There you go. Would you not date him because you're insecure? Because you can't handle the fact that he's just such a good parent with his ex or his baby mother? Is that why you wouldn't do it? Or would you not do it because any reasonable human being would be able to see that that's a horrible situation to be in? And this is exactly what I'm talking about. And I wanted her to say the criteria or what gave this man the privilege or what allowed him to get her pregnant twice. What did she see in him that allowed for him to get her pregnant twice? And that's the end of the video, by the way, guys. These are just final thoughts. But he had nothing. The guy doesn't even have a job. And this is what I'm talking about. Dr. Jordan Peterson says that women should have standards, and we all agree on that. But don't just have standards for men that are not physically attractive to you. And I'm assuming that she found him physically attractive, because what other criteria would he fit that would allow for her to be with him? What other criteria would it be that drew her to him, other than the fact that maybe he looks okay? So you got a homosexual with 2 kids going out dating other women while a woman pays all his bills. Wed before you bed. That's all you can say. Wed before you bed. Till next time.
It's for my mom, man. Yeah. Girls just know you safe. Every time I had to eat, I really put my life up on the plate. Sorry, mama, made a conscious decision to live this way. Ticking time bomb, I was living like a renegade. Louis Farrakhan, the menace in his Genesis days.